Hello, today I want to give you a quick demo of setting a machine up for free motion embroidery. I'm Helen Moyes and we're going to have a little look at this sewing machine and talk about how you can use any sewing machine to do freestyle free machine embroidery. So first of all, you have a good look at your manual and see if it gives any directions for that. If you haven't got a manual for your sewing machine, sometimes you can find a manual, a PDF of the manual online. So have a look, but have an investigate. So a lot of sewing machines do have levers for lowering these feed dogs. So let me just take this foot off, and you can see these metal teeth here that normally help us to regulate the sewing and take the fabric through. Now in free machine embroidery, we want to be able to use the needle like a pencil to draw with. So we want to have complete freedom to be able to move the fabric around on the sewing machine bed. So in that case, we don't want these feed dogs. So there'll either be a lever to lower that, or maybe your machine came with a plastic cover that goes down into maybe some holes in the metal plate to hold that plastic plate securely over the feed dogs. But I will be showing you in a minute what you can do if your machine doesn't have the cover, or you've lost the cover and it doesn't have a lever. On this machine, the lever is on the back here, so I can move that, and I don't know whether you can see here that that's taken those feed dogs down. Sometimes the lever is under here. If you've got a front bobbin machine, then it may be near the where you put the bobbin in, one side of that, there may be a lever there that you can move. On my original Bonina sewing machine that I still use, it has a knob on the front that I can turn to lower the feed dogs. So there are lots of different places where these levers or knobs might be on your sewing machine, so have an investigate. But as I promised, if you've not got a lever and you've not got a cover to put over there, you can actually make a cover. All you need is a piece of cardboard, but you do need to cut a little hole out of the cardboard. So I don't know if you can sort of see that one there. I've made a rectangular hole in there, and that just fits over the hole where the needle goes down. So and it'll allow, it totally gives access to that slit in the base plate where the needle goes up and down. Just bear in mind that if you're wanting to use zigzag, you need it to be completely free, not just in that centre bit where the needle goes down, because the needle will move around with a zigzag or satin stitch. So having placed it there, I'm going to use some masking tape and just tape that on. I find masking tape is the best tape to use because it doesn't tend to leave a sticky residue on the base of your sewing machine, and it's easy to get on and off. And what I do is just fold the tape over when I take it off, and then just use some new tape next time I want to use it, so it can build up with tape. So we've got rid of the feed dogs so that we've got free motion around on the plate. The other thing that is both worth thinking about is finding out if you've already got an embroidery foot, or sometimes it's called a darning foot. So this one is from a very reasonably priced selection. They're a good starter for doing this. So this has a hole in it, and that allows you to see what you're doing. Some people just like using the machine with no foot on at all, but some machines won't work unless you've got the presser foot lowered. This is probably the most basic kind. You've got absolutely fine for free motion embroidery. The only thing to bear in mind, if you think you're going to do free motion quilting, using lots of layers of fabric, then it is worth looking for one that's got a spring in it, and that will just give you help the foot to go up and down over the different layers to do that. So you can get the spring ones even for £3 or £4. You don't have to get one that's specifically the same brand as your sewing machine. It just needs to have the same fitting. So hopefully you can see on this one, it's got a groove in there. So I need to take off the rest of this. Just unscrew this. There we go. Take that off. Keep it safe. Nothing worse than a lost foot. And then you slide this one in. Again. So I need to slide it right up and then put the hole, the screw back into the hole. In this case it goes between those plastic. So I'm using my fingers to start with and then just tightening with the screwdriver, making sure it's straight. So that's now set up with the embroidery foot and with the cover over the feed dogs. So I hope that's helped, and please join me for more stitch inspiration and help.